Hello, hello. We're back with Clock Tower, Return of Scissorman. Let's try for Jennifer's A ending. When last we left, I was at a dead end because I think I have to rescue Helen from that box. So I'm going to go find that stairway. Where that gate was up. No, it's not in here, I don't think. I think it might be here. I need the rope to tie the door shut where the bats are, so. And I forgot it's on the shelf. Right here in front of me. Now we'll tie this door. Now we can use the box key, and Helen should be in here.
Helen! Are you all right?
Oh, Jennifer. Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, but my head hurts a little.
Yes.
Is there a way out of here?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. If we don't kill Scissorman, he'll kill us whether we get out of here or not.
Well, yes, Helen, that's obvious.
Jennifer, there must be a way to destroy him in this mansion, and I must find it.
Yeah, I know. This was ported over from Windows to PlayStation in 1996.
Is there a
maybe?
way out of here?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. If we don't kill Scissorman, he'll kill us whether we get out of here or not. Jennifer, there must be a way to destroy him in this mansion, and I must find it.
Okay. Now we can go back to the office, and we should be able to look inside the fireplace. We should also be able to dump the copper book. Well, I am doing these classic horror games for Halloween. So, first, I think we have to show the foreign note to Professor Barton and have him translate it. So, back to the garden. And in case you don't remember from last time, we found Tim the cameraman dead. So, no special features option after we beat the game, because everyone has to be found alive. So far, everyone has been found alive, except for Tim the cameraman. There's the foreign note.
Oh, Professor Barton, I found something I would like you to look at. What does this say?
Maybe I will. Is that the
It is
newer
what?
one or the original?
Words to open the door. Below that is written Nha-e-sh.
What does it mean?
Sure, I could probably do that.
I don't
It's been
know.
a while for me.
It means to open a door, just as it says, but it doesn't say which door.
A door.
I don't understand how anyone could get a game and unless they think it's so horrible they can't bear to play it anymore, they wouldn't finish it. Okay, now we should be all set for the fireplace and the copper book. Writing has been carved into the desktop. Take the dry path when choosing among the three. I wonder what this means. Box is on the bookshelf. I can't reach it. An old lambskin parchment. Barrow's family genealogy. What is this mark? Someone has been marked in red. The 13th generation Barrows, Quentin Barrows. It says traitor. You now have the genealogy. Let me use the copper book. Nope, I have to check out the genealogy. And there's only one room in here with the series of portraits of all the Barrows. And that is in the yellow lounge. And that should be down here, I think. All right, let's check it out. Plaque reads Quentin Barrows. He's the 13th generation. A note is stuck to the back of the portrait. It's hard to read, but it says, "Danger is near. I've hidden the map in the library. I hope people in a later time may discover the door and expel the devil children from this world." Quentin Barrows. Okay, now we can go into the fireplace. Let's hope Scissorman doesn't pop up and screw up our party. Can't see anything. It's too dark. I tried to light the candle. Candlestick holder. Candle has been placed in the holder. Something is stuck on the back. Looks like a sketch of the mansion. There's a passage drawn under the fountain. Okay. Let us get the sacred dagger. No. Okay, I guess I hid there one too many times. Shit. Stuck in another room. Shit. Hide. What the fuck? I've never hidden there before. I ran far enough. Now this is starting to piss me off. I ran so far, like Flock of Seagulls said. Shit. Shit. No! Something to patch his head in with. tied in this fucking box. There's just nowhere else I can go. I don't know where the hell else to go. It finds me anywhere. What the fuck? I think there was a way I could throw him off. I can't remember. Is there anything I could use? So just trip him with a rope. Two inches off the ground, and that'll take care of it. But knocking him down 50 times, well, I don't know. I don't know. The traps you set for Scissorman in this game leave a lot to be desired. in terms of effectiveness, but whatever. Okay, back to where we left off. Copper book. Come on. Scratch marks on the floor made by something heavy being dragged across it. Okay.
The star plate had, I can't remember, it showed you earlier, but I can't see it now. Drawing of the sun. I think it was the sun path. Shaft goes all the way down. I will die instantly if I choose the wrong one, but I think it was the sun. Uh-oh, we picked the wrong one. She could hear water at the bottom. You're supposed to take the dry path. I thought the sun was at the top of the star plate. I don't know why it doesn't let you look at it as a close-up again. Too dark, I can't see anything. A dagger. A dagger with symbols carved in it. You now have a dagger. Yikes. Let's get the hell out of here. Now that's the scariest shit in this castle. Okay, so we have the statue, the door spell, and we have the sacred dagger. So I think we're ready to wrap this up. And finally, find out the identity of the real Scissorman. Since we're on our way to destroy him. And the secret passageway is underneath the fountain. And notice how Barton's gone. This might be the valve to drain the fountain. The water in the fountain drains away. Now let's go find out who Scissorman is. Edward?
So, it was you, Edward.
I guess the secret is finally out, Jennifer. But my name isn't Edward, it's Dan.
You don't mean... No!
So, you remember me now.
Jennifer!
No!
Come here, you scissor-fingered little runt. Just try it!
There's a hole about 30 centimeters wide.
Try it!
Open the door and show me the way.
Jennifer!
And there you have it. The door spell, the statue, and the dagger.
I wonder how many days have passed since we were locked in here.
Days? I think it's been only a night.
Are we going to die like this?
Don't worry. I'm sure Helen will rescue us.
You know, you're tough.
Helen will rescue us.
You're just weak. Helen?
Jennifer, Nolan,
Helen? Helen? Helen?
Now we should have gotten the A ending. Yes. And 6 survivors. So, let's see. There was Jennifer Helen, Nolan, his cameraman Tim, Professor Barton, Inspector Gotts, Kay, Edward, and then there was Beth and Harris. Harris was pretending to be Scissorman, so he was scripted to die at the beginning. Let's see. Kay was killed by Edward. And of course, Edward is dead. And let me see. Tim died. So, for Jennifer's ending, we are supposed to have 7 survivors. Unfortunately, Tim died with his fat ass in the air in the Red Lounge. And like I said, to this day, I don't know exactly how it is you're supposed to find him alive. All of the times that I have played the game, I think I have only managed to find cameraman Tim alive once. Every other time I play, he's dead on fire with his ass in the air. My memory must have been really, really good. Better than with the struggle within, because I breezed through Jennifer's scenario, getting the A rank. And everybody lived who's supposed to live, except for Tim. I think it's because there's no reason to go into the Red Lounge. You have to take the opportunity to go in there and check it out on your own. And if you wait too long, I think you'll find him dead there. If you go quickly, he'll still be alive in there. And then he'll probably won't appear anymore after that, because he would have taken off and went somewhere. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I ain't playing it again to try to get him as a survivor, because like I said, as it turns out, the way you get that special content has nothing to do with what ending rank you get. It has nothing to do with getting any particular ending. It actually has to do with making sure everybody survives at the end of the final chapter. Unless they are scripted to die, of course. Like in this Jennifer scenario, Harris is supposed to die right off the bat. And, obviously, Kay and Edward are supposed to die. But I guess I went into that red room too late in the stage and found Tim dead. Actually, I don't care about the special content, because the special content you get for making sure everybody survives is concept artwork and still shots from the game and soundtrack bits and shit like that. Definitely not something that would be considered a prize for games in this day and age, because, you know, your PC and your consoles and a lot of games themselves have a built-in screenshot function and even a clip recording function, and game soundtracks, you could just go to YouTube and find that shit. You can go anywhere and find it. But that's another thing about these classic games. Back when this came out, when I was playing it for the first time, you know, we barely had internet, you know, in the late 90s. Um, Definitely there was no YouTube, there was no Twitch, um, there was no, there was none of that stuff. Nothing. It wasn't even a thought in anyone's head back then. So, you know, you couldn't just go where you wanted to go to get the soundtrack. You had no ability to take screenshots or record clips of your games, you know. So, playing this port to PS1, it would be, if you were really, really into it, you know, it would have been a goal to make sure you get all the survivors so you could unlock the artwork and the clips and screenshots and soundtrack and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm not into it. I'm not going to do it. I just wanted to go through and try to get the A rank for Jennifer and for Helen. And seeing as how I breezed through this a lot faster than with Clock Tower 2, Struggle Within, I don't know. It might take 1, maybe 2 videos to get through all of Helen's game. I would like to get ending A for her, just to show you the best endings you can get. Yeah, I should probably do that. It's too easy. It's too easy to get crappy endings. If, in case you're thinking of playing through the game, you know, the first time I played it, the first 2 or 3 times that I played it, it was very hard for me to learn the layout of the Barrows Castle. Very hard for me to find all the things I needed to get in all the chapters combined so I could get the A rank. For example, Jennifer's ending, I wouldn't have been able to get it if I did not pick up the oil can in the first scenario. And also, of course, if I didn't find the statue in the second scenario to bring it with us. I can't remember what else. Yeah, you needed the statue. You needed the dagger, which we found. We needed to translate the foreign note. And if Professor Barton dies, by the way, he can't translate the foreign note for her, so you would automatically screw your A ending. But like I said, I'm surprised I remembered as much as I did. I pretty much know where everything is in Barrows Castle and what doorways lead to what rooms and what hallways go where. And I think that's why I was able to breeze through and find everybody in time, so they all survived, except for fucking Tim. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't affect your ending rank. It just affects that special content that you can unlock. Helen, she might be a little harder for me, because I always prefer to play Jennifer first if I play the game. I think Helen is like kind of like an old Karen. And, you know, there's something not very exciting about her compared to Jennifer. You know, Jennifer was the original survivor in the original Clock Tower game for Super Famicom. She's older, you know, she's like a romantic lead. Nolan's into her. she's innocent, she's pretty, and then she's got this stalker after her at night, you know, in the first scenario, and she doesn't know what's going on. It's really her story, you know. Not that I'm upset that, you know, there isn't another character that you could go through the game playing her scenarios. It's just I don't find Helen very exciting compared to Jennifer. It's kind of like they just horned her in, but I guess she isn't so bad once you play as her. I don't know. I just wish it were somebody else more exciting. But we'll get to her next. I will come back and I will start the game again. I will start the game again as Helen. Let's check out our hints. Just check it out. And that should be where your special content is. Now, I believe I picked up all the hints that I can pick up, taking the path that I took, which was choosing Jennifer to play the game and sending Nolan to Rick's house. Now, that's where it'll get tricky, and you're going to have to play the game more than twice to get all the hints, okay? Because there are hints when you play as Jennifer in the first scenario, hints when you play as Helen in the first scenario. There are hints when you play as Nolan at Rick's house. There are hints if you play as Gats going to Rick's house. And there are hints if you are Helen at the library. And then there are hints if you are Jennifer in the final scenario and if you are Helen in the final scenario. So, Jennifer in first scenario, Nolan going to Rick's house in the second scenario, and Jennifer in the third scenario gets me hint 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9. Hint 1. Main character is determined by the number of times Harris is spoken to in the corridor during the prologue. If he is spoken to 2 or more times, Jennifer becomes the main character, which I already told you. Hint 2. If a certain item is not picked up in scenario 1, then the best ending will not occur. Okay, that means the oil can is Jennifer, and I think there might be a key as Helen, but I can't remember. Hint 3. When in a pinch, there are many times when clicking on some item will rescue the character. Don't give up. Try to click on something until the very end. Yeah, that's just telling you you have an opportunity to set little traps and stuff. Hint 6. Pattern of the star plate is extremely important. It would be wise to write it down. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to write it down or have a good memory because you cannot click on it even though it's in your inventory to see it close up again, which is ridiculous. And hint 9. If Jennifer is the protagonist in the last scenario, when she is trying to escape and runs out on the second floor terrace, if you click on... oh boy. I think that is either a hint about how those doors on the second floor that open to like nothing, they just lead to the outer walls of the castle, or it could be telling you about when Scissorman is scripted to pop down when you're out on the balcony, and you have to click on the ledge to crawl over it, because you can't really get around Scissorman then. Doesn't matter. I've already showed you all of this. You already know all of this. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there were 2 hints for Jennifer in scenario 1. There was a hint because Nolan was at Rick's house. And then I think 2 hints for Jennifer in scenario 9. So there would probably be 1 hint for Gotts at Rick's house. 1 hint for Helen at the library for scenario 2. And then there should be 1 or 2 hints for Helen in scenario 1, or 1 or 2 hints for Helen in the last scenario. So when I come back and play as Helen, usually what I do, that means picking Helen, she'll be in the first and final scenario. And I like to also go to the library as Helen for the second scenario. So doing all that should leave me with 1 hint left over that I haven't gotten. And that would be for the only character and scenario that I don't touch in either playthrough, which would be to send the statue to Rick's house, but have Gotts go to Rick's house. Because Helen would be your scenario player. I think if you pick Jennifer and you have Gotts, or you have Professor Barton send the statue to Rick's house, then you're stuck having Nolan go to Rick's house. If you have Barton send it to the library, then I think Helen will be doing the library anyway. So, depending on if Jennifer or Helen is your protagonist, if you have Barton send the statue to Rick's house, you will either have Nolan to go to Rick's or Inspector Gotts go to Rick's. Otherwise, it's Helen at the library. And I want to do that for the next game. Have Helen and do the library, so we should be playing as Helen straight through. Okay, I'm taking off. I will be back to start the Helen scenario. Mwah.